Pokémon Scarlet and Violet have some of the best modern-day Pokémon designs that we've seen in a while. I still can't believe someone thought of this. What genius! But some designs are not so modern. You know what I mean if you're playing the superior Scarlet version, that is. Yep, that's right, I'm talking Paradox Pokémon from the past. You think dinosaurs were the only thing walking around the world before Jesus? Oh, no. We also had dinosaur moths, dragons, fairy ghosts, giant mushroom trees, living balloons. But being locked behind the post game, we weren't able to use any of these in our shiny only playthrough. They're so very sad. But luckily, this game ain't over yet. We still have all the gym rematches, and even a final tournament being held right there at our school. You know the one that we have yet to attend? Cause who do that? You see, I'm far too busy looking for funny colored monsters, personally. I can't read. So, how about it? Let's attempt to beat the post game with only shiny Paradox Pokemon. Let me tell you this, things got real interesting. After the long scrolling words, you would think we're an intro to a Star Wars movie, only if accompanied by the voice of an angel. You know, Ed Sheeran? Well, take my word for it. Just take a listen for yourself.
You fell for my trap card! Demonetization! What are you doing, Mr. 9-Beats? You think I make music free? No, it's for the millions and billions of dollars! How dare you attempt to play my music without my profit?
Oh, no. I'm sorry, Mr. Ed. Please don't take down my video. After meeting with every single character that matters, in terms of story, of course. I didn't forget you, Mother. We are tasked to perform the gym reviews, which entails us rebattling all 8 gym leaders. Now, with full teams of level 60 plus Pokemon. By doing so, we can ensure the Pokemon champion will be there at our tournament. Even though here in the Paldea region, it's basically a Pokemon champion bargain sale, as multiple trainers can hold the title at the same time. I guess that's how it works. And come on, I beat them all. I'm the best like no one ever was. And what do I get for it? I get lumped with 2 past disgraced champions. But as of right now, we have 0 out of 6 new shiny Pokemon to attempt said things. It only makes sense we jump into the massive hole in the ground. You know, the one underneath the clouds? Cloud stripes? And look through thousands, and I mean thousands of ancient elephants. Literally 20 plus hours of this. Just this. Also, make sure to check the walls. I would hate for you to lose your shiny because it spawned in the wall. Mother always told me the walls had trunks. I'm talking to the man in the mirror. Wait, what? We don't even look the same. This quickly became one of the most grueling shiny hunts that I've ever had the absolute pleasure to take part in. No shiny charm, no shiny boosting sandwiches. Full odds, baby. You can't even breed these things. As if that wasn't bad enough. They're so ancient that they come from a time where there was no genders. Can you believe that? Not even one. The only benefit I did have to my disposal was the power of sandwiches. It may not increase our shiny odds, but these sandwiches have the power to change reality itself, determining what Pokemon can spawn, make Pokemon humongous, and even make Pokemon make eggs faster. I'm not too sure about the science on that last one. But as Uncle Ben used to say, rice it up. You know, much better than his old saying, with great power comes great responsibility. You know, one does not simply just make the perfect sandwich. This power takes skill and precision on the level of a United States coordinated drone strike. Or even worse, your local arcade prank game. If you even have one, yeah, that's right, one single ingredient, miss the mark, you might as well kiss all of your buffs goodbye. You won't receive the full power. Oh no! It's not the game's fault that every ingredient has the same physics as Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Welcome to Cooking with R9. Today I'm going to show you how to make a perfect sandwich. First, a little warm-up speed run of some of the normie sandwiches. Any one of you guys at home could definitely make this. Well, we're going to start off with a good old cloth stick ramp sandwich, followed quickly by the rice ball and noodle hamburger sandwich. Following a recipe, that's the beginner shit right there. Don't be scared to get creative with your sandwiches. I mean, as long as all your ingredients make it all nice, that's all that really matters here. Oh wow, that looks delicious. This one right here I call the Twin Salmon Towers. And I know, calm down. Yes, it may defy you everything you've ever learned about a sandwich. That's the Tony Hawk physics working for you. only the best gamers, sorry, I mean cooks, can tackle this one, the 18-layer tofu sandwich. A task no human being has ever been able to pull off. Not even Ronald McDonald, and he's a clown. He knows a few things about fine cuisine. 4 bottles of mayo, 6 servings of tofu, a sandwich so powerful, said to even be able to cure cancer, or was it depression? I'm not too sure, but either one is pretty impressive nonetheless. But even with the power of sandwiches on our side, finding shiny paradox Pokemon is no easy task. But I guess non-targeted Pokemon is a completely different story here. Oh, no. Not that lovely Paradox Gerard you see there. I'm talking about that. Right there. Cute little family you have here. It's just well, supposed to be a fighting encounter area only. This is awkward. Oh, I'll just capture the shiny one of you and be on my way. But you know what? That's no problem. We'll just switch targets. Let's switch to a Paradox Salamence, or more formally known as the Roaring Moon. Yeah, I've heard of the moon looking like a toenail. An ancient Mega Pokemon? Yeah, I've never heard that one. There's one slight problem here. With the other Paradox Pokemon, they share little to no typing overlaps with the other Pokemon in the area. For example, Paradox Among Us, or Brupinette, spawns in an area with 0 Dark-type Pokemon, ensuring if you use a level 2 Dark Encounter Sandwich, 80 to about 90% of the spawns will be Brupinette. Same goes for the Fighting type in the Great Tusk. Basically every other Paradox Pokemon in their respective areas. While Paradox Salamence, it says f*** you. I'm going to spawn by a lot of Dragon and Dark types. And worst of all, even Dark-type dragons. Which leads to some very unfortunate problems here. Are you serious right now, man? You serious? I don't really want this to be taken the wrong way. Shiny Swellows is pretty damn cool looking. I like it, but what the f*** does it know about Paradox Pokemon? He's not a Paradox Pokemon if you haven't noticed. Also, I may have been today years old when I found that this thing's name was Wellos. I'm not too sure why I didn't know that one. But it's okay. Obviously, I'm going to catch it. No shiny gets left behind here. Just going to head back up to the world since you can't eat sandwiches down here. You got to be kidding me, right? What? Why? Another shiny Pokemon. And that's not Paradox. Almost back to back. You're telling me I wasted all my shiny luck on this adorable rodent when I wanted an ancient monster? Shiny Pokemon. Never there when you need them. Always there when you least expect it. Sorta like my father. Why, Papa? It's alright, I'm not gonna give up. I'll just switch targets again. How about Shiny Flutterman this time around? I love me some Gen 2, and I love me some Ghosts, and some Spooks. Our luck starts to turn around here, as we secure ourselves our first Shiny Paradox Pokemon. Meaning we only have 5 left to go. And I'm not even exaggerating here, we're 40 hours of shiny hunting to show for it. Now that our luck is turning around, let's go shiny balloon hunting. Good old Paradox Pudding, anyone? Yeah, that's right. I'm not even making this one up. That's Jigglypuff's name in Japanese. Pudding. Oh, very scary. Good old Pudding. Hold up. That's not supposed to happen. No. Arceus, your shiny choice here sort of missed the mark. I refuse to use doubles. Nope, not me. Even if I did capture it in a more of a suitable ball. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Roaring Moon hunting again, since I'll be far away from any other Flutterman. You can't be fucking serious. Is this how you're gonna treat me? 3 shiny Fluttermans? 3. Is this how you repay me, Lady Luck? Is this how you do it? Well, I'll remember this. Paradox only, alright. It's just, it's the same fucking one. I'm gonna take a break and play with some of my friends instead. Oh, there's no more Area 0 for today. In my friend's Patrick world, he couldn't even swim yet because, he's a regular adult who doesn't spend 40 plus hours of their life looking for colored anime pets. And I noticed he had himself a Gyarados breakout. Of course, I catch him a shiny Gyarados, which I never truly expected to get. It was more of a joke here. Being a man of my word, I gave him the Gyarados. I don't know, you really delivered me an offer. I couldn't refuse. Seems like a fair trade to me. Right, guys? We're only 7 shiny Pokemon in, and only 1 can be used in our current rule set. Technically 3. I don't want to be shiny Flutterman guy. So after a few more hours of failed hunts, I did what any reasonable human would do here. I smoked crack. Okay, no. Admitted defeat. So, I went on some hunts to attempt to diversify our options before I fully committed on the not all Paradox shiny team. I wanted to go for possibly, the worst shiny ever. And I don't really mean that for a fact. I mean, unless you have the eyes of an eagle, they all look the same. Well, why are they so small? If I'm gonna go shiny hunting for Pokemon that I can barely even notice, I'm gonna go for something rad. Like this one. Don't you love this one? You just love the difference, don't you? Can you even notice? Hard to believe. It's really the best shiny that 6 hours of your life can buy. I'm a huge fan of Mega Man Battle Network series. One of the few games in my childhood where I shed a single gamer tear for. You already know what I had to name this thing. After Digimon. After evolving it to our Scarlet exclusive Armor Rouge, you can really tell it's shiny now because of his blue eyes. Please don't forget that the blue eyes is shiny. Game Freak, you really gotta recolor this one. I don't really speak on such controversial topics as this. This is one I can get behind that needs a change. Go with a concept more like this that pays homage to, what you're probably going for. But would have probably got you sued though. With our new Flanger Man, I thought, I'd out a little dream hunt of mine. A good old Generation 2 classic Pokemon, a Fortress. Only made out of solid gold. Seeing this for myself actually impressed me. A lot more than I was expecting. I wasn't even sure if I was going to notice the shiny until it happened. Oh, damn! There's a giant Chicken McNugget. Chicken McNugget. Chicken McNugget. This is around the time I decided, you know what, we'll just go ahead with any old shiny Pokemon we can find. Already we have a lot more than we needed, but I don't want to give up on one of my other dream hunts before we decide to go for a true failure and give up on the Paradox only run. Luckily no one actually commented that they even wanted that video. In reality, I shouldn't be letting anyone down, right? I'm glad I can't read the comments. I really want a shiny Cloth. I think that would be the perfect crescendo to this video. Those things are pretty cool. I'm all ready. Let's go for a hunt for a blue... Oh, no. Well, why is that cat yellow? I've seen this cat before. Chris Cat, everyone. The final member of our team. Totally as planned. Love me some Gen 4. Oh, yeah. Love me some Gen 4. Team done. 11 shiny Pokemon later. I gotta admit though, Hydreigon and Chris Cat really looking clean in this game, fully evolved. I'm surprised they didn't make a Paradox Hydreigon. It seems so obvious. Pokemon is always missing the mark, I guess. How about we actually play the game now? You okay? You guys okay with that? Oh, sound good? I mean, sure, well, why not? Admittedly, I came in a little over-prepared for these gym battles. I could have sworn they were doing the whole level 70+ things, but it's just not the case. For example, the Gratch Gym Leader, the guy into some real kinky stuff, like the Rose Thorn Whip guy? Yep, that guy. Flanger Man was easily able to Mega Bust and burn down all of his team, so that Nugget could just bug bite away the remaining members. Like it was like a hungry caterpillar over here, except the gold and floating. And not much of a caterpillar at all. That's only Gym 1. I'm sure Iona won't go down so easily. Especially now with her 35,000 live Twitch viewers watching. If only this collab was real, and the viewers actually subscribe to me, that would be pretty cool. I've always wanted 100,000 subscribers. I wouldn't ask for them to subscribe. I mean, if they were enjoying watching me suffer, that might be pretty cool. Oh, the gym. Yeah, I was right about this thing. Really a piece of cake. I just used my Garchomp and... I mean, Nugget. That's what I meant, obviously. Did I say Nugget? No. Flanger Man. That's the one. The one with the shinies. Yeah, it dealt with the Pokemon. Oh, obviously that was it. Yeah. It should have been there. Funny. Actually, I even put this candle on its head and oh no. You see, I just felt bad, and I switched into Hydreigon. That's what it was. Yeah. And from here on out, I did the thing, defeating the rest of our Pokemon. No matter what fancy light bulb idea hats they wore. With Belle Delphine defeated, and her finally plugging my YouTube channel, I was more than ready to take anything this Pocket Monster world could throw at me. Bug Lady? Piece of cake. I mean, bugs don't do so well when heated up with fire, but then again, I guess nothing really does. I guess it's not really just a bug thing now that I think about it. Not even a regular Fortress is going to stop me. I'll make sure to flex real quick with my very unnecessary mirror match here. Toxic masculinity at its finest. Even one of our 3 shiny Fluttermen got to come out and play and prove why it made the cut over the others. It's because it was the first one I caught, but don't tell it. Before Garchomp could secure the win. Next up is Chris Cat's time to shine. No water gym is safe from Chris Cat. Is that the bird from Finding Nemo? It's around this time when the game's animation of the sandstorm kind of gave up. Yeah, we're still being hit by it. It's just not there anymore, I guess. The Rude Sandstorm 4 and the Phantom Pain. Not too really sure what to tell you guys here. Chris Cat put on a hat, ate some green eggs and ham. Sam I am and blam! Another one bites the imaginary sand dust. Next up is Grusha. hottest guy in the game. I mean, the coldest. That's it. It was very cold outside, and I really must go. And that's because it did get hot until put a giant chandelier on my head and start shooting fire lemons. Bang, bang. Take that, Iceman. But don't be confused. This one's for you. Because next up, we're back to 8 Mile, the rap battle, rhyme style, and her team of double battling ghosts. And of course, they're no match for my Snarl and Bulldoze combo. I mean, Bulldoze and Dazzling Gleam combo, of course. Sorry, that was a mistake. Double battle just beat that easy. Kill all of her ghosts while I'm freezing from the ice baby. Well, how about we take on some more normal? Yeah, you get it? You know, Larry the normal guy? Then again, no normal guy would have a painting of the worst Pokemon ever on their wall of their gym location. Larry by far put up the best attempt of a fight at least. But come on, the guy's literally an Elite Four member, disguised as a gym leader. What do you expect? Unlike last time we battled him, we don't have any fighting coverage. But overall, this battle wasn't any real difficulty. He eventually exposed his facade, just like the big fat phony bologna sandwich he is. Believe me, I'm a Michelin star sandwich maker right here, I should know. Oh, would you look at that? The ancient hieroglyphics. From all the way back from the last Pokemon game that had this many glitches. Just in time for the final gym leader. You know, the makeup psychic. She's alright at battling, I guess. But then it hit me. The ancient hieroglyphics were telling me something. Gen 1. That's it, the creepypasta ghost hat. She stands no chance against that, meaning we can report back to the champion and prepare for the Pokemon World Tournament. And I mean, sure, I guess we could have this conversation in my dorm room. Nothing strange about that. You know, these gym leader evaluations are some very secret business after all. I would hate for someone to find out that the first gym leader was the weakest. Wait. What? Is this where I matured to become a champion? I haven't even spent the full day in this room, lady. I'm not too sure where you're going with this. I usually spend my days, weeks, running around in circles. I know you wouldn't understand. You just use regular old non-shiny Pokemon after all. You know, and also your created character was based off the least interesting new Pokemon. Alright, so here's the thing. I don't actually remember any of the gym leaders' actual names. Though other than Larry and Iona. So this is going to be a little hard to communicate with you. So I just said Bracius is the weakest. Assuming he was Mr. Castlevania Whip. I meant to say Larry was the strongest so that he didn't lose his job. But I guess I put him as the biggest impression. Whatever that means. Sorry, Larry, I hope you don't get fired for that. Oh, instead, I said the 8th gym leader gave me the most problems. And Iona was my favorite, because she gave me thousands of subscribers. I guess those answers were good enough? Maybe? Who knows? Or maybe not, because the game won't let me play anymore. Unless I go to bed. There we go. Time for the tournament. Wait, what? I slept for a week? Oh yeah, I guess not sleeping for days will do that. It's time for the tournament. The first useful thing that this school has done for me, other than, provide me with a uniform that I indeed cannot change out of, unless picking seasonal uniforms counts. Mr. Director Steven Spielberg then singles us out real quick to say, hey, this guy right there with the green hair, he's pretty good. 1 of 3 of the known champions, I guess. That's pretty cool. And the tournament begins. And our first opponent is Arvin. I'm not very happy that you're still making your dogfight here. Shame on you, Mike Vick. Yeah, I don't really care about your past dramas. This is not how you deal with them. Poor doggo over here. His team, for the most part, is very unchanged from our last battle. Still starting off with the worst Pokemon ever. Trust me. I saw the comments, and not many of you guys had any convincing arguments whatsoever against this being the ultimate doo-doo stinky Pokemon. Sorry, Gerbils. Hydreigon deals with this squirrel. And by now, I started to realize that he actually had 2 of the exact same Pokemon as our last team. Albeit not shiny, of course. I mean, come on, he's not that cool. Except his is a Garglenuts, and the mine was a Minecraft roof. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about poor Arvin here. His Pokemon's health bars were depleted faster than a Kanye West career-ruining speedrun. Even his pride and joy, the last one that he can actually call family, dog, man's best friend, it's not safe from a little fairy dust. But it's okay, because that's our Arvin. Taking loss like a champ. Arvin, we've been there and done that. But battling our biology teacher? Now that's something right there. Nice to meet you. Have yet to be one of your classes. But once we battle you, you might understand why. I then went on to destroy his whole team, one Pokémon monster after another. Each subsequent Pokemon coming out having less and less of a chance of even landing a shot on me. Until his ace came out. He's giant giraffe. Not only with a chain chomp head, but also wearing the Zelda mirror as a hat. This thing was massive. And I mean massive. As a massive fucking disappointment. 2 down and 2 left to go before we can become the official school bully. Just like Rockstar Games intended. You're telling me we're in the semifinals and you're gonna put me up against a DDR lady? Didn't she lose a battle to be a DDR instructor? Isn't that enough agony for one human? I mean, this fight isn't anything to go too much in depth with, but she's only using fighting Pokemon and has 2 of the new Tauroses. Also, they're not evolutions. And most importantly, Dazzling Gleam just goes through all of her team. Time for the final battle. And since I can't read, I really thought we'd be up against Pneumonia here. But I was surprised to see her cheering on the sidelines as I walked in. I was like, I guess it's not that champion lady. You know, the one with the Supreme Leader, Dictator Pokemon? Probably is this time. I actually know what typing their Pokemon are. You're not exactly going to have that advantage over us. It's quickly shown off with our opening Pokemon going down to just one single Snarl. Can you see, lady? I control the power of luck. And I'm sorry to do this to the emission-free transportation that is Go-Go. One fiery Mega Buster burns that mossy mutt. This, however, was one matchup that never really made sense from the beginning. And I'll totally deserve this one. We're all human here. Clock Tower 2, the best video on the internet, makes easy work of Avalog until the Supreme Ruler makes an appearance. And I guess this thing's signature move is buffed by every single Pokemon that is fainted in battle on our team, making it a one-stop shop for a very super effective Kowtow Cleave. Except, she didn't actually use that. She used Iron Head, so never mind everything I just said. Flamedraman can Mega Bust that bitch, bringing her down to her last 2 Pokemon. Faluza, the cancer of the low frame rate waters of the Paldea region, way too fast in the overworld for its own good. That Chris Cat guts like a Spanish mackerel and makes for great sandwiches, leaving only her ace, Glamora. Even if you're wearing your fancy Greek Colosseum terrassalization hat, you stand no chance against me, you wig monster. I mean, especially not against Chicken McNugget. This is peak flavor. May as well call it quits, lady. Wait, that's not how this is supposed to go. Not Nugget. You know what? You took a bite of something and it's too big for you to chew. I'm gonna make you pay for this. Hydreigon, use the meteors that killed the dinosaurs and everyone in Final Fantasy VII. Boom! Even the very unnecessary crit to add a little salt cure injury there. You like that, champion? Well, I'm glad we did this in front of the crowd, so they can all see how much of a lie you are, going around calling yourself a champion. And what do we get for such an amazing accomplishment? A hat. You're so generous. I just figured out how to take mine off in the first 50 hours of this game. We did it all, and we are now the Pokemon world's first double champ. No more side quest bull. What? Thank you guys all so much for watching, and a huge thank you for all the overwhelming support on the last video. Honestly, it truly blew me away. But as always, I've been R9, and I hope you had yourselves a damn good time.